Bodega Boys in the building.
That's
you know
right.
what it is. It's your boy Jesus Nice.
The kid Mero, we are here with sartorial legend.
That's
Alexander
right. Alexander Wang, the
Wang.
God, the creator. How's it going
Good.
today,
Good.
man?
No, thank you so much.
Thanks for sitting down
Thank
with
you.
us, chatting it up
No,
with us.
of course.
Man.
Thank you for
We know
having
you're
me.
very busy right now. You got the fashion show coming?
We have our fashion show this Friday, 31st. This show, it's actually, we're very, very lucky to be able to be the first fashion show at Rockefeller Plaza. So it's a huge honor to be there, and I think that in itself will present kind of a new chapter for us in being able to kind of show in this kind of incredible, iconic, and it's also going to be completely open to the public. So
nice.
everyone's invited.
How many rappers do you think this collection is going to get name dropped by? Like, over under
Is that
5.
your barometer?
That's what I know when something actually is a
you
success.
already
Yeah,
like, you say
exactly.
Alexander Wang, with the Wang, with the Wang. You're like, oh shit.
We out here.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's rewind back. You went to Parsons.
I did.
What was your Parsons experience like?
Short. I left after my sophomore year. I took a leave of absence.
Okay.
Like right when I moved to New York, like during the summer, I like took on an internship and I took on a part-time job. And right when school started, like it was kind of like I was like in full on, work mode. And school for me just was going a lot slower than what I was learning from my internships and my
Gotcha.
job.
Right.
Like, okay, I need to get to work.
Yeah.
So-
You know, like, yo,
I was like, let's get this
yo, let's
going,
get some
you know?
sketches popping.
I want to learn about like merchandising plans. I want to know like how sell-throughs work, like how am I
Yeah.
going to develop a collection, get it made.
Now you've collaborated with so many different other brands and labels, like H&M, Adidas, of course. But everything you created has always been, unabashedly yours.
I think with every collaboration, no matter big scale, small scale, I always want to make sure that there is an opportunity for myself, that I can see myself through the product, through the brand message, what they're trying to what's the objective that we want to, achieve in this collaboration, and that, respect the design integrity,
Right.
and what we're trying to do through this, kind of partnership. And, with everything, again, I always want to be able to kind of put it through the filter of the brand, and that we feel like we've really, added our voice to it versus just like stamping our name on something.
Do you have like aha moments? Like you'll be just walking down the street and see something and be like, that's gonna inspire this
Yes.
shoe or
I'm gonna
dress
say
or
something really kind of funny. That happens all the time, and
Yeah.
it's the most random, like unexpected kind of situation. Like a garbage bag will like get stuck on my shoe, and and it inspired a shoe from like 2009, and we did this shoe like that was all wrapped up in like black plastic that looked like.
Right.
But the funny thing is when people don't, necessarily pick up the reference, but
Yeah.
then you tell them, and like, oh my gosh,
Oh
I see
shit, I get it.
and
Yeah. How much of that is like your surroundings, New York City, and
It's my brain is always on, my
Always
mind
looking
is
for
always on
inspiration.
concept. I'll write it down, email it to myself, and then like at the end of the night I'll go through all my emails and kind of like make notes and then kind of create like a summary, and then like it's almost like my like homework.
What do you want people to take away from after they see the show?
This show, I kind of will be a really sentimental one for me, just in the sense that like I was really reflecting on kind of like what it meant to be an American designer and a brand, and kind of really recognizing and paying homage to a lot of the brands and the designer who paved the way for me. And I think that's not something that maybe is done enough, you know,
Right.
especially American fashion or even in fashion in general, but I really wanted to kind of pay my respects and kind of have it be a very optimistic message at the end, which there's a kind of a little bit of a special finale. So, yeah, it's a really interesting time for fashion and for New York fashion, and I wanted to celebrate it.
Cool. And you said it's open to the public, right?
Yes, I was a brand, and there was a period of time when our fashion shows were very exclusive and very small and just for the industry. And then kind of over time, we've tried to push the boundaries on how we can be more inclusive. And, we've done a few experiments where we've taken our show on the road, and it's all about and then, you upset, the industry because they don't get to see the show. So there's always that fine balance. And I think specifically with this season, because the location at Rockefeller Plaza, there's a, where the ice skating rink is, essentially that's where the show will take place.
Oh,
And
nice.
so there's an area for invited guests, and then there's the whole perimeter and the mezzanine level where
So
everyone
else
can
can
just
see.
come and see. And so.
Yo, man, thanks for chopping it up with us, bro.
course. Yes,
Appreciate it.
thank
You know what I
you.
mean?
This is great.
Thank you.
We will very much be looking forward to palettes full of your amazing designs
That's right.
in our
Thank you.
foyers
And we
soon.
got the fashion show.
And we got the fashion
bringing
show,
a crying
you know what I'm
baby.
saying? Yes, that's right. I'm bringing 4 crying babies and a spouse. Yo, we can sit here and chop it up all day. Shout out to Cash App for making this happen.
Thank
You
you,
know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Thank you
Cash
so
out
much.
making dreams
You know what I
happen.
mean? And we'll see you at the fashion show. We'll be front row. You know what I'm saying?
Bodega boys in the building.
Alex in the building.